boys and girls from the preschool class. Today we're going to learn about Daniel in the lion's den. So I'm going to read from this book, Daniel and the Hungry Lions. It says, Daniel was a man who lived in a land called Babylon. He loved God very much. He was the king's helper and he had many important jobs. But there were some men that didn't like Daniel. In fact, they were very jealous of him, and they didn't believe in God. They wanted to get Daniel in trouble with the king, so they made a plan. The mean men went to the king, and they said, "King, you are a great man. You should make a law. Everyone must pray to you and no one else. If anyone breaks this law, they will be thrown into the hungry lion's den." Now, the king agreed to make this law, but Daniel, he was faithful to God and he kept on praying to God. He prayed 3 times a day, right here. But the men saw Daniel praying and they told the king that Daniel had broken the new law. The king didn't want to hurt Daniel, but he had to follow his own rule. He ordered Daniel to be thrown into the lion's den, and the king was very, very, very sad. "I hope your God keeps you safe," is what the king told to Daniel. Even though Daniel was surrounded by bunches of hungry lions, he was not afraid. He prayed to God and he asked for help. So God sent an angel to watch over Daniel all throughout the night while he was in the lion's den. Now the next morning, the king hurried to the lion's den to see what had happened to his friend Daniel. He said, "Daniel, are you all right?" "I am safe," Daniel said. He smiled up at the king and he said, "God protected me." The king was so happy. He told all his people to pray to God just like Daniel did. The end.
Hello, boys and girls. It's Miss Amanda again. Today we're going to be reviewing our lesson on Daniel and the lion's den. So let's see how well you listened to Elena read the book. What would happen if they didn't obey the law? They would be thrown into the lion's den. How about this one? Who did Daniel continue to pray to? God, that's right. Who did God save Daniel from the hungry lions? Yes, he did. Will God take care of us like he did Daniel? Yes, he will. And that's important to remember with all the current things that are happening around us today. So let's pray and ask God to take care of us. Father, I thank you for each child that's listening to this today. I thank you for taking care of their needs. And I thank you for reminding them that you will take care of them just as you took care of Daniel. In Jesus' name, amen. And also, I want you to remember the memory verse from this week. This is the last Sunday that we'll have this memory verse, and then we'll start a new one. Do not be afraid. The Lord goes with you. Deuteronomy 31:6. Do not be afraid. The Lord goes with you. Deuteronomy 31:6. And that's all for today. See you later.